Hi, I'm here to talk about some really great original artwork, watercolor paintings in fact, that are being offered for sale for the first time. This is original artwork that would make a great gift, a birthday gift, a wedding gift, an anniversary gift, a retirement gift, or it wouldn't even have to be a gift. It could be, if you are a great San Francisco Giants fan, you might love to buy this for your home or for your office. I'm going to be showing you in this video this artwork. Here's kind of a sample of some of the pieces. These are, as I said, watercolor paintings, beautiful detailed watercolor paintings, but let me tell you the story and give you a little background. My name is Scott Silcox and I'm from Toronto. For 16 years I owned a company called Maple Leaf Productions. Maybe you know us Canadians, we use the word maple leaf on everything that we do. And we sold a whole variety of products and celebrated the history of uniforms, NFL uniforms, Major League Baseball uniforms, NHL uniforms, NCAA uniforms, and even CFL uniforms. We made a whole variety of products. I'm just going to set the original artwork down here for a sec. We made a whole variety of product with that artwork. Our primary product that we sold, thousands and thousands of pieces of were plaqued posters. This was a large version of a plaqued poster. This is a kind of a medium version, and this is a small version. So we sold plaqued posters that showed the evolution of the team's jersey. We also sold, in addition to plaqued posters, we also sold framed versions of posters. Here's just a couple examples of framed posters that we sold. We also sold clocks, again an example of a clock. We sold playing cards, kind of ace, king, queen, jack, 10 playing cards. We sold fridge magnets. Here's some fridge magnets again that show the evolution of the jerseys. And a number of other things. Coffee mugs and mouse pads and collector plates and a neat little product called a fan frame. At any rate, all sorts of products. Now why am I boring you to tears telling you all the products that we sold? My point is that the artwork that I'm going to be talking about in this video, this artwork, is really somewhat famous artwork, and I know I sound a little bit like I'm patting myself on the back. I don't mean to be doing that, but I'm trying to get the point across to you that this artwork has been seen on tens of thousands of products, and it's also been seen, you could see it hanging in the offices of team owners or the league commissioners, TV ads, TV shows, movies. You'll see these images on team websites. You'll see them in the Hall of Fame. At any rate, as much as kind of sports artwork can be famous, this is somewhat famous artwork that's being made available for sale. And by the way, everything I'm explaining in this video can be seen on our new website devoted to the sale of this great artwork. And the website is www.heritagesportsart.com. heritagesportsart.com. Thanks. Now let's talk about the San Francisco Giants, because that's really what this video is all about. In creating that whole family of products, we used these watercolor paintings, as you can see here, and there's a grand total of only 16 watercolor paintings depicting the history of the Giants uniform from when they started in New York till the 1950s when they moved to San Francisco. And so the artwork goes from that first one I showed you, right on through. Our most recent piece of artwork in the collection is a 2007 road gray uniform. You could see all of this artwork in high detail on that website, heritagesportsart.com, and when you visit the website, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to go close up right in, right in on the artist's signature and any notes. Here's, sorry, this is a 1978 uniform, and you'll see little notes that the artist has kind of given the people who were scanning it, instructions that the artist gave. At any rate, you can see all of that on the website. So, the big point that I'd like to make is there really are only 16 pieces of original artwork. And when the 16 are sold, they're sold. We aren't repainting them or making duplicates. There's only 16 originals. Now, let me try and explain the three ways that you could buy this artwork. The first way is you could buy this actual raw, unframed piece of art. This watercolor painting, beautifully done, beautifully detailed. You could purchase this for $350. That includes UPS shipping right to your door. and we package it properly, of course, but that would be $350. Or you could purchase it in a what we call our classic framed version. So it's with a black metal frame, a double white mat, the piece of art. This particular is showing the Denver Broncos, but forgive me, pretend you saw this is the 1905 San Francisco Giants, or New York Giants artwork. But it would show the Giants artwork, and then it would have an engraved plate underneath kind of describing about the artwork. So this version, the classic version, is $425 versus the raw artwork, which is $350. So that's the second version, a classic framed. Or the third version is our deluxe framed version right here, where it's a black wooden frame, a black mat with a complementary color. It would show not the Denver Broncos artwork, but it would show the Giants artwork. Again, it would have the descriptive plate, and then kind of a neat touch is it has the little horizontal poster showing you, in this case, the Denver uniform, and then you could look at the horizontal poster and you go, oh, okay, there, right there is my particular piece of artwork that was reproduced tens of thousands of times. This deluxe version is $450. Again, that includes UPS shipping right to your door. The timing for these products, if you were to order this, the unframed piece, it would be delivered, we would ship it within 24 or 48 hours of you placing the order. For one of the framed versions, these are framed, custom framed to, if you place an order, these will then be custom framed. So from the time you place the order, it would be 2 to 3 weeks before it would arrive at your doorstep. So just to explain that timing. Thank you. There's a tiny bit, I was telling you about the pricing, this one being $350 and the one framed version being $425 and the other framed version being $450. There's a little bit of special pricing. The Giants have won 5 World Series, as I'm sure you probably know. 3 of those World Series championships are depicted here. 1905, 1922, and 1933 are depicted in this 16 pieces of artwork. And those 3 pieces are priced a little bit higher at $450, and then $525 and $550. It's all explained on the website. You'll be able to see it all right there. And boy, I feel like I'm selling a Ginsu knife or a super chamois. Forgive me. Yeah, I'm kind of passionate about what I'm doing, I guess. Now, I also want to explain, this artwork was painted by a wonderful woman, this Giants artwork by a wonderful woman, Nola McConnon, a great woman, a great artist, and she actually owns all of this artwork, and she's asked me if I would help promote the artwork and make it available to the public, which I'm delighted to do because of my background with Maple Leaf Productions. So just to explain kind of who owns the artwork. Now, to order, here I am again selling the Ginsu knives. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is visit our website, www.heritagesportsart.com. It's e-commerce enabled. You can pay by credit card via PayPal, or if you don't like that or feel uncomfortable doing that or whatever, call me on my cell phone. My phone number is 416-315-4736, 416-315-4736. I'd love to talk to you. I'll tell you a little bit of history about any one of the pieces of art, and it would be fun to chat to a Giants fan. So feel free to call me. My name is Scott, and I'd love to talk to you. So thanks for hearing me out and suffering through this video. I hope if you're a Giants fan, maybe you'll pass this URL on to a friend. That would be wonderful if you would. And let me just explain again. I know I've made the point that there are only 16 pieces of Giants artwork, and when they're gone, they're gone. We also on the website have about 1,500 pieces of art. NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams, NHL teams, and NCAA, quite a number of NCAA football teams. All of that artwork is available. So if somebody was a 49ers fan or a Raiders fan or a hockey fan, they'd be able to find artwork there as well. So thank you very much for putting up with me. Nice to spend 10 minutes with you. Thanks very much. Bye.